irresponsible without your money or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And now it's been the
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Finish it up. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Check. You.
Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared, but I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. The first carry now, this is Johnson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39.
Derek Wolf
there on the tackle.
A gain of a yard.
Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there of putting the attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. You got 3 down.
Watson to give. This is Johnson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
The 25-yard line.
They cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. Throwing again is Watson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Watson. Open man is QT, complete.
Watson's
and he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on.
A 32-yard attempt.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. Good. And it's now 3-0 Texans.
3.
Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Complete to
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
17 yards.
And what a nice example
first
there of a tight end
Baltimore.
doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Jackson throwing on target to Brown. And taking it across midfield and
Jackson's
inside the 45.
Complete to Marquise Brown.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved
yards.
it a combined 33
first
yards.
Down, Ravens.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Jackson going to look to do it himself. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him.
42-yard line.
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 22-yard line.
It's a gain of 20. And a Raven first down.
50, Mike's 50. I'm trying to collect.
Here's the local Texas product, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
Baltimore.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain.
Every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case,
at the
what do they say in the NFL?
line.
Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson caught right side at Snead. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown,
From
Baltimore.
21 yards away. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
For the extra point.
Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described
Duke
it. Not
Johnson, the
ideal,
ball carrier.
but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on
right
the board.
at the line of
This
scrimmage.
time on offense,
No
they
gain
don't
on
even
the
want to
play.
see the field goal
Brings
kicker
up
trot on the
second
field.
and
They
10.
want that ball in the
At
end
the
zone.
They'll be
25
going
yard
for
line.
6.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Throwing on second down. Watson. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. And he's taken
That's
down,
good
but
for
able
a
to slip
Texans.
across the 35.
First down.
A gain of
First and
13.
10
It's a
at the
first down.
38-yard line.
58 the mic. Not today, you aren't. Not today.
They toss it out right to Johnson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the
Duke
32.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
Boy, that is a 7-yard
Judon there on
loss.
the
Second
stop.
down now.
Brought
A
down
hole
back
to
at
dig
the
out of
32.
here. 2nd and 17.
That's
After
the end
one,
of the first
7-3
quarter.
the
With
score on
Ravens
EA
7,
Sports.
Watch
Texans 3.
the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go. 48. 48's the mic. Hey, 59.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson buying time to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
And that will be incomplete. The
Watson's
passing game
pass
not in sync here
intended for
early.
Darren
And now it's
Fells.
4th down.
Incomplete.
And that's one of those plays
It's
where it's hard to keep
4th
2
down.
eyes on the football when you know the
Brian
contact's
Anger
coming,
in punt formation
let alone
for the
getting 2
Texans.
hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
This is taken at the 15. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back.
On the
and the
return.
Ravens, they'll
The
take
Ravens
over.
take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Baltimore.
J.J. Watt, the one that gets him
on
down.
the tackle.
Offensive linemen
It's a
love
gain of
creating
5.
space for their guys
Brings
carrying the
up
ball.
2nd and
But when that guy
5
also breaks
at the
tackles and
33-yard
creates
line.
extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Tight dog.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
He's tackled at the
Brandon, we talk all the
34-yard
time
line.
about those hybrid
It's a gain
players,
of
guys
2
who can do more
yards.
than one thing.
And
And I think
it's
if you're playing strong
3rd
safety in
down.
the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Jackson's pass.
They get 14
complete
on
to
that one. That's good
J.K.
for a
Dobbins.
Baltimore first down.
A gain
Let's give
of
a little
14.
credit there. The offensive play
First
caller
down,
since that the
Baltimore.
screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And he goes down,
Jackson's
but not
pass
before getting this
complete
inside
to
the
Mark
25.
Andrews.
The catch and
A
run
gain of
pays
29
off for
yards.
29 yards.
First down,
So many
Ravens.
times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Throwing left side here, and it's
Jackson's
complete.
pass.
13
Complete to
yards
Mark
as they've got the
Andrews.
connection working.
A
His
gain of
second catch in a
13
row,
yards.
first down.
And a Raven first down.
You ain't doing nothing today. He's coming.
Jackson will throw again. His pass caught at the 4. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
Bryant.
A good pickup
It's
there.
A gain
8
of 8.
yards on the first
Brings
down
up
completion.
2nd and 2 at the 2-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And all this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the 2nd straight play.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile.
Touchdown,
and he will
Baltimore.
take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Well, nothing complicated about that. That's old-school power
Justin
football.
Tucker lining up for the extra point.
And that's the key to everything, right? Sometimes we try and do too many things. Just hand it to the big guy and let him go forward.
His kick
And this
is
one's right
good.
through to make it a 14-3
Makes the
ball
score.
game.
Ravens 14, Texans 3.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24-yard
line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to put it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
Let's go, let's go.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
First down.
That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. Deuce, 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 deuce. Switch. Switch. Shift. 48. 48's the mic. Here we go. Let's bring it.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Watch the screen. 58's the mic.
From the gun, here's Watson. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost
intended
picked,
for number 11.
but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down and 15 yards to go.
58, right over there.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And this one incomplete.
Watson's pass.
Too much contact to
Forced
hold
to
on
the
to that
ground
one, and it's 3rd
incomplete.
down.
As his old brain
Brings up
remembers,
3rd
when I see
down
5
and
wide receivers on the
15.
field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine. Never could doubt mine, they running the route, I leave an outline when I hear them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check, 48's the mic. Check, 48's the mic. Rip left.
Again, it's Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ain't it crazy how them tables turn? You can fold or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
I'm coming! I'm coming! I'm coming!
Throwing again. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be taken down,
Jackson's
but not before they work it across midfield.
Brown.
33
A
yards
gain
that
of
time.
33 yards on the play. First down, Baltimore.
To throw is Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle.
Jackson's pass.
And a 5-yard
Complete to
gain
Nick
gets him to the
Boyle.
42.
A gain of
Now
5.
the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hey, me and you all day. All day.
Jackson going to tuck it down on the option. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts.
A gain of 22
as
yards.
they stop it with 16
First
seconds to
down,
go in
Ravens.
half number 1. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick slant to Brown. And the Ravens are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. From the gun, Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews
Jackson's
for a Ravens
complete to
touchdown.
Mark Andrews. Touchdown.
Mark Andrews in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a
Justin
sure-handed
Tucker
tight end
lining up
becomes a
for the extra
luxury.
point.
And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy
The kick
touchdown.
is good.
And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Ravens 21, Texans 3. Justin Tucker
So
to
6
kick off for
seconds, all that
Baltimore.
remains of this first half as the kick is away. This will make it into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Get that quarterback at all costs.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
That's the end of the
That's
first
it for the
half.
first half. 2 more quarters to go.
21.
Plenty more to see
Texans
after the
3.
break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Taken in the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
You better bring it. Check Mike 40. Check Mike 40. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Now a first down throw. Watson eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On first down, Watson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The former first-round pick, Marlon Humphrey, there to get a hand on it.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And that'll be
Watson's
incomplete.
pass intended
I know
for
coaches
number
tell us
11.
all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing you
Marcus
look for in a
Peters on the
quarterback.
coverage.
But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Here's Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Sacked.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Houston. And did he put that on a dime? He did.
Ravens
wow,
take over
out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
At their own 1-yard
We're
line.
certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead, it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They scored a touchdown the last time they had the football, but things going to be a little bit more difficult this time.
Oh, certainly, because where they're starting, the goal isn't even thinking about a touchdown at this point. They're thinking about field position. A couple of first downs in order to get some room for their punter and maybe flip the field position for their defense.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
41's the mic. 41's the mic.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14.
Ball carried by the wide
that
receiver.
one a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup.
Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage.
Intended for
extra in his
Marquise
repertoire.
Brown.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch twist.
To throw again. Jackson. And he's going to go down.
Whitney
Back in his own
Merciless.
5-yard line. It's a sack. Whitney Merciless filling in for the sack.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now it's Jackson.
Let him know, let him know.
And this is going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And it's fielded at the 34. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Texans will take over
at their
with a
own
first and 10.
47-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Number 25,
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
An option run here for Watson. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson, 52 yards. And the Texans cut into that lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it makes the score 21-10. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a first and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
Pickup brings up second and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a second and 2 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
To Mark
39
Andrews.
yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Second and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Complete to Marquise Brown.
Marquise Brown.
Touchdown,
29 yards. As the Ravens push further out in front.
Tucker lining up
and a
for
nice
the extra
job
point.
by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly, and oftentimes on the move, when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
An ideal beginning of the drive there is they'll get 20 on a first down.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Hey, 58 is the mic. Going 58's the mic. Let's go, let's go. Watch that, watch that, watch that.
Off of play action, it's Watson. He's going to fire one deep, middle, and that's caught inside the 35. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Watson now to throw. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
Complete to
Not
Duke
what they
Johnson.
had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
I
don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game. And not that last play, they actually went in reverse.
With the
I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. The Texans on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Johnson. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. An opportunity for them to salt this game away after that 4th down stop we just witnessed as they hold a commanding 3-score lead in the 4th quarter. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule, trying to get 4 downs on 1st down, they did that plus 3. Brandon, I gotta think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And some room to work. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And the result here, a pickup of 8, leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
At the 43-yard line.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Jackson now off the bootleg. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was staying in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a first down. Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Whitney Merciless picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. Quick throw taken in by Snead. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
A gain of 18
and looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as...
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Dobbins, the ball carrier.
Taking
touchdown,
it in from
Baltimore.
11 yards out. And
Justin
the Ravens
Tucker
will extend their
the extra
lead.
point.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline. I think this one might just be over.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. They had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete.
Watson's
trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He's going to let it fly. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Touchdown,
Stephen Mitchell, 51 yards. And the Texans get a bit closer. So on third and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but blitz coming, and down he goes. Whitney Merciless getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And here's Jackson on the option. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10.
Tackle made.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Now Jackson. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Whitney Merciless. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
And out.
Here's Sam Cook on the punt for the Ravens. The drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. Well, they're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
Oh, they're on him too. And he's in. It's a Houston Texans touchdown.
Touchdown, Texans.
And you don't see this one very often, but that one was blocked, deflected, whatever you want to call it, and they were able to pick it up and advance it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And as a punter, with the heels of your shoes at the back of that end zone, tough spot to be in. The nightmare scenario plays out.
Lining up
on for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12.
Good. Makes the score Ravens 35, Texans 23. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And able to get this out to the 25.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
For Baltimore.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
2nd and 6. Today's final score, Ravens
Well, I know
35.
points in this when you wanted to
Texans
close
23.
your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.